From Dyken Park in Houston, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Houston Astros. In now for the Reds, TJ Friedl. Foul ball there.
First pitch, 7-11.
There's the strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball one. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one way inside. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
One out, bases empty. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Ellie De La Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now it's Austin Hayes. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just off the inside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is
runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one. So that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
De La Cruz at second with two down. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now 3 balls and a strike. Gavin Lux on deck for Cincinnati. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, 2 outs. Gavin Lux, the next to hit. Just off the inside edge. Two outs. Right through there for a strike. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
In the air, left field, Altuve. And he makes the catch. And that's the third out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Just
Ball,
missed.
Outside.
Line drive, hauls it in for the out. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West.
A little bit low,
No, that's low.
and it's 1-1. That's a ball.
Nope.
Tried the sweeper.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
2-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One down, base is empty.
Count is full.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Out to short. Tosses to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at-bat. Two down, base is empty. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. New inning getting started, and here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Steer, in his third season, 27 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2019. That one missed.
Starts him off with the breaking ball, which isn't surprising. They're trying to keep him off balance, but he's been known to connect on the breaking stuff, too.
Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Outside low, and that's ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
And another ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save.
2 balls,
You know
2
what?
strikes.
I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Steer leads off second with nobody out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Righty delivers. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Well, it's a good job of completing the strikeout at first base, but the one downside is it did allow that runner from second to move up to third, and that's with one out. They've got more ways now to get him home, and that makes it another strikeout situation coming up.
Now it's going to be Reese Hines. Yeah, that's outside. Next offering in there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like to pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
That missed. That's a ball.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Count is full.
Got it. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And here is Santiago Espinal. And there's a foul ball. And that just misses. Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Second inning here, no score. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Base hit and a run comes in.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. Just
Down,
missed.
ball.
On the ground to third. Slings to first, and that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list, elite defensive first baseman. Singer back to work. Swinging a foul out of play.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play. So when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier. The other thing about an elite defensive first baseman like him, it just instills a ton of confidence in those guys playing third and short that have to make those long, tough throws at times. And he just handles them so well. So he really makes the entire infield better with his glove.
On the ground to short, De La Cruz. Tosses across to first. And quickly one away in the second. So up next, Yainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And the 0-1.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
And now that's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down. Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. First pitch misses.
1-0.
2 out, space is empty. And another ball.
2-0.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Hit run.
Next one is off the plate. And now it's 3-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Zach DeZenzo stands in now and watches strike 1. Myers off of first with 2 away.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And the next pitch is way outside. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Back here in Houston, on to the 3rd inning, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at bat.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. Gone. It finds the Crawford boxes. A home run. That one felt good, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch just misses.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
McCullers, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
There's a strike. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Austin Hayes getting ready to hit. He reached out a walk his first time. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
1 down, base is empty. Outside with a breaking ball.
2-0.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Myers sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Gavin Lux. He's 0 for 1. Fly ball down the line. And that'll do it. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. And it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back, set for the bottom of the 3rd. So now the Astros designated hitter, Brendan Rodgers. And ball 1.
That's a ball. 1-0.
The other way, and that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And the first
Nope,
pitch
that's
misses
outside.
for ball
Ball.
one. Right through there for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
So the batting order turns over. And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Close
Nope,
one.
ball.
Doesn't get the call. 1-0. Just
Outside,
missed.
ball.
Good hitters count the 2-0. There's a
Yeah.
strike. Check swing called strike. And a count now even up.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
Swing and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Now batting, left
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Grounded out his first time. Lifted in the air, right field. That's out number 2.
now batting, third baseman. Oh, great at.
And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. His first at bat was a strikeout. On a line out towards center. And that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros, and they're down 2-0. On to the 4th. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer.
Spencer Steer.
Ball 1,
the
no
ball.
strikes. Tap foul at the plate. Way outside, ball 2. Next offering
Ball.
misses down and away.
3-1.
That one misses.
Ball 4, runner
So a
take the
leadoff
base.
walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Man at first, nobody out. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. He's 0 for 1.
That's the ball.
Squirts away a little bit. to second, and he's out.
When you try to move up on a ball in the dirt, you've got to be sure that it gives you enough time to make it safely. Guess wrong, like we saw here, and you'll pay the price.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. The changeup missing. And that's ball 2. Fought off foul. McCullers winds, fires. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And they get the out. Next for Cincinnati, Rhys Hines. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Outside low, 2-1. Just missed. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
McCullers a move to first. Hines back in on a dive. In the dirt. Movement in the bullpen. Framber Valdez preparing to come on if needed. Blanco warming up as well. Two outs. And that is out of play. Runner takes off, squirts away a little bit. No throw, he's in there safely. Swing and a ball popped up. Dubon under it. Nabs it. And that is that. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Reds 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Christian Walker. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next pitch is outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Yeah, there's the strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count is filled up.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. ripped to right. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz grounded out to short in his first trip. And that one missing low. That misses, and the count is 2-0. Walker gets his lead at first with nobody out. In the air, right side, and it falls. And 2 on now as they try to rally here. First and second, no outs. Jake Myers up next for the Astros. Walked his first time. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. On a bounce right side. Steer toss to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there they made it look pretty easy.
Zach DeZenzo up next for the Astros. And that one fouled off. Two outs and one in scoring position. And that's downstairs and outside. And that one fouled off. The 1-2 keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the Astros lead one. They trail it here 2-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Framber Valdez. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. Swinging a foul straight back. Ball one
no,
there.
That missed. That's a ball. 1-1.
Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Dubon to first. One up, one down.
The batter number 9, second baseman, Matt McLain.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Matt McLain. He's already homered in this game.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That misses the zone. Ball one. McLain, in his second season, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. He swings and fouls one off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Chopped out in front of the plate. Throws to first. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth. Two down, bases empty. And the batter now, Ellie De La Cruz. 1 for 2. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. That one fouled off.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Struck him out looking. Nobody left for Cincinnati. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Brendan Rodgers. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
That's off the mark. Going to count 1-2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Not close with that one. Now 2-2. And there's a
That's
ball.
a ball. You got a full count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
That one the other way. To first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Pena in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
That's off the inside corner. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first, and he'll be safe at first. So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit of a morale killer. For a second, you think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play. We'll see if they can work around it.
Here's the left fielder, Jose Altuve. That one missed.
1-0.
Hard hit, right side. Whips it to first. And they get Altuve for the out. Third out, and that ends the frame. One left for Houston. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Dyken Park, all set for the top of the 6th. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Austin Hayes. Valdez back to work. Curveball over for a called strike.
Well, these Reds putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 2 in this one. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings and misses, and the count 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Got him swinging. And now here is Spencer Steer. First pitch misses. Just missed.
That missed.
On the ground.
Foul
and foul ball. Two outs. Line drive, base hit.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
First and second, 2 outs. Reese Hines now at the plate. He is struck out and he is walked. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Steer on second. Stevenson on at first with 2 down. Way out front for strike 2.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
1-2.
In the dirt. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a ground ball. They get the force. That's out number 3. So they strand a pair. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Reds 2 and the Astros nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now Isaac Paredes. Pulls that one foul. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Brent Suter up and throwing. Martinez getting loose as well.
Ball.
Next offering way upstairs.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Next offering is in for a strike.
You got a full count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now it's Christian Walker. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. So digging in, Yainer Diaz.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Ball one, no strikes. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That one lifted to left, and it falls. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Runners in the corners here, one away. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. That one off the mark. Ball one. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground to third. To second, that's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first. And that's the way to end the inning.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ronel Blanco.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Santiago Espinal digs in now. And a strike. In there at the knees. That's strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Slider misses outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Next offering is down low.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one gone. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. There's the strike. The Astros have some action in their pen. Bennett Sousa up and loosening in the pen. Number 64 getting cranked up as well. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Missed with a changeup. 1-0. Friedel, the base runner at first with one out. And that's in for a strike. And 1-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Outside. 2-1. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Next offering is fouled back. Man at first, one away. Liner, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. 1 for 3. And fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Myers sizing this one up. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
Now it's the DH, Austin Hayes. He's been a great free agent sign.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Yeah, that's fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one misses, and that's ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. Gone into the Crawford boxes. A home run. An absolute smash to left. And they add to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Ronel Blanco is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound. Astros go to the pen, and here comes Bennett Sousa.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Ball one
That's
low.
the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. Back after this on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Nick Martinez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
DeZenzo at the plate for the
0-1.
3rd time as he comes up empty there. In the air, center field. Friedel under it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down.
The batter, number 1. Designated
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. To the right side, McLean. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Man at first with 1 gone. Mauricio Dubon will hit next. That misses,
Nope, ball.
and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Rodgers leads off first with 1 away. And a foul ball. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To Elliott, second for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Reds 5 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston, we're at the top of the 8th. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Sousa, a 6'3" lefty, 220 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2018. First offering, and it just misses. Now a fly ball to right center. DeZenzo on the move. Puts it away for the out. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Hines in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Popped in the air, left field, and that's a base hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Man at first, now the third baseman, Santiago Espinal. Runner on the move, pitch outside. Throw, save!
1-0.
That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Next pitch way upstairs. Action in the pen down there. Steven Okert, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Runner at second, 2 down. Next pitch is downstairs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, 2 outs. TJ Friedl getting ready to hit. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In the air, right field. DeZenzo makes the grab, and that is that. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 5 and the Astros nothing. And we're back. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. Down and away for ball 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Brings it in. And there's one away. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Altuve. 0 for 3 in this one. Altuve, a guy who loves the first pitch. That time taking, and it's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fastball is outside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That one way outside. 2-2. Towards first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Inside. And that is ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Next offering down in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 64. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now, Matt McClain. He's already homered here in this one. And a first offering a fastball for a strike. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Ryan Gusto getting loose out there. That to right. DeZenzo. And there's one down.
Up next is Cincinnati.
Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And a fastball misses outside for a ball, and it's 1-0. There's a strike. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. He made him pay for that one. It's 6-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Digging in, Austin Hayes.
That's a ball.
Just off the inside edge. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third, Paredes throws across the diamond, out number 2. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Gavin Lux. And
That's the ball.
downstairs.
That's down.
That one ripped. And that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 6-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage till the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace
This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Next offering is fouled back. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze. I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was
1-2.
going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Stevenson to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Diaz, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a foul out of play. The Astros with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And next to hit for Houston, Jake Myers. Just
No, that
missed.
That's the ball.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Lux ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Astros down to their last out. Now it's the right fielder, Zach DeZenzo. Line drive. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Start of a new month is a great chance to hit the reset button. Whether you're coming in hot or cold, getting that win today is a great feeling to continue.